We're here on the Euro New Zealand on the 60-minute time frame. I'm late recording this video. I've been out, but nevertheless I had all this worked out. It was just that I had a one-to-one today and I missed my entry, but only by 10 pips on this trade. I had to enter while I was out. So this was a head and shoulders, and this type of head and shoulders, it's the only time where I can enter without an initial structure low. So you can see here that we've held the structure level and we held the left shoulder just here, and we had a lower low, lower close. And so when I was able to get onto my mobile phone and check this, we were 10 pips lower down here. So I managed to get involved. Stops have gone 12 pips above the psychological number 16600, and as you can see now we are pushing down quite nicely. We've got another 15 minutes to go until the close of this hourly candle, but if we do get down to this level, it should be sorry about that, because I've had to log in from my phone. My delete button creates a weird shortcut that I've got to correct. Okay, so in terms of risk there was 73. Terms of reward 120. Good grief, sorry about that, guys. And I'm then looking for an AB equals CD pattern down to target 1s, and target 2s are for a retest of the lows just down here. Oh, good grief, sorry, let me just do that again. The delete button doesn't work, so I thought it best that I just jump on to record this, because I'm not too sure how far this is going to continue rallying down. Let's just go out to the 240 time frame, and I won't be able to delete everything here and do the high time frame analysis, but we can see it from here. You can see it was already drawn out. Let's just remove those orders. So we had a move to the downside, a pullback. So anywhere within this zone here, I'd be looking for shorting opportunities, and as we take a closer look, we had this zone in here as well. And what then happened is we came up, we had a left shoulder, the head, very importantly here, the head cannot close above the structure level. We did not, and then we came down, we had a double test here, and we came up for the right shoulder, we held it, we put in a lower low, lower close, and also here we do need, or I need at least, the left shoulder to be overbought. We had it, so I was really prepared to enter this trade soon as I knew that it was valid for me, and I knew while I was out. So that is the trade. I will just bring back on these orders. There we go, and I'll set an alarm here to see if we can get down for target 1s and target 2s as well. Just thought I'd jump back on here for another update. We've just hit the 100 pip mark, and it doesn't happen very often, so I thought it would be nice just to record this. Don't know if it's just going to suddenly turn and reverse or just shoot down, so I thought I'd better jump back. There we go, 100. So it's not very often you get to see 100 pips, is it? 100 pips up. Of course, it's relevant if you work the higher time frame, say the dailies, then 100 pips is probably just standard. But for me, 100 pips it's 100 pips. So we'll pause the video and come back and see if we can get those target 1s. I do actually think, because I'm playing for the AB equals CD pattern, what I like to do is just go back over things and just make sure it's all correct. And even though this is the completion of the AB equals CD pattern, we are 20 pips above that 16400 psychological number. And the structure level really that I'm interested in is just going to be the top here, which is going to really be that 16400. So I am actually going to pinch a few more pips off here. I'm going to move that down to there, so we're going to be 10 pips above that 16400 psychological number. And if we can get down there, that's going to give me 128 pips. So I've got no way of reducing down my stop, so I'm just going to have to leave this thing, and when we get a bit closer I'll be able to move to break even. Good morning everyone, we're back for an update on this trade. It's 7:30 in the morning and I'm really feeling the pain on this trade. Only 30 pips up now when I was at the peak 110. Let's just zoom out and have another look at this. So my stop was up here. We can see this head and shoulders. We've now basically what we did is we came down. The bad thing here is that we've double bottomed, so we've put in a structure level. We'd failed to break through it. You can see that we did not get target ones for the completion of that AB equals CD pattern, and we've now pushed all the way back up to our outside return, which is up here. So we're just testing that area. The only positive things I can say is that we are at the psychological number 16500, and the RSI is massively overbought here at 92. Nevertheless, that if I work out how much we were up, it was, that's wrong, we were up 116 pips and now we're only up 30. So really feeling the strain here. Usually this wouldn't bother me, but the fact that we've double bottomed here and that we've failed to break below that level. If I do put a structure level on here as to where that double bottom came to, and we look left, there's just no structure here. There's just nothing here. So it's the it's the last place excuse me, it's the last place where I thought, you know, a double bottom would form, but nevertheless one has formed. So that leaves me in a difficult position here, because I would have assumed that this coming down here would have given us a break below, close below, and would have been the continuation, not the double bottom. So in this instance I've had to now roll to a few pips past break even, because it's produced a structure level close to where targets are. There is still a good possibility here that the structure level will hold, the psychological number will hold, the RSI being overbought, and we will see a rejection pushing back down to at least the structure level here. The question is that will we see the follow through and come down for our targets? I do not know, but because of that double bottom there, I've had to move to break even, and I'm afraid it's just a case now of just crossing my fingers and just hoping that we can push down. Even if price was to push up and stop me out and then give me a an entry signal up here, I still would not be able to get involved because we have now double bottomed. So anyway, I've waffled on for 3 minutes here. Let's come back to this trade and see the outcome of it. Okay guys, we're back for the last part of the video. Just like the other videos, having major problems here with Ninja Trader. I've had the experts at Ninja working on it for 4 hours last night. They still don't know what the problem is. But the update on this trade is that we came 95% of the way to targets and we failed to hit them. 1 second. Because I'd lost all the data on the charts, I need to redraw these out again properly. So we had an AB equals CD pattern, which was like this. We got 95% of the way there, and as you can see, we failed to hit those targets. We actually double bottomed. At that stage I then rolled to break even and I was stopped out. I did actually get 116 pips up into profit and failed to hit those targets. So a real stinker. This happened 2 days ago now, but I've only just been able to get around to doing the video, so this was a bitter pill to swallow. I noticed that when we'd put in this double bottom, well, as we were coming down here, this looked like it was going to be a new structure low and then a continuation, but we double bottomed and we broke to the upside here. Once we'd done that, at that stage I then moved to break even, and obviously it stopped me out for break even. I did say, I think on the video as well, that I would not be looking for shorting opportunities because of the double bottom now, even if we got an entry up here. And as you can see, what we did, we came up, we actually violated that level. We have tested up here and then broke below, but on this time zone and the 240 as well, this is now break above, close above. and so now invalidates the pattern for me. So out for break even.